Olympic athletes have put on world-class performances, which we have all witnessed. How do they manage to do it? What is it about the way they practice that makes them the best at what they do? What makes them the best at what they do? Incredibly good news for you and me, learning the fundamentals of sports psychology does not require any special training or qualifications. This collection of simple tools is right at our fingertips, and mastering them is the key to achieving peak productivity. This is exactly what Michael Barilei, author of Boost: How the Psychology of Sports Can Enhance Your Performance in Management and Work, is here to teach you about sports psychology and management. The Olympic coach has a long history of teaching top athletes and will show you exactly how you can do the same thing even in the workplace. The following are the 3 most valuable lessons I've learned from my experiences in sports. Make your objectives as specific as possible to increase your chances of achieving success. To be innovative and achieve a higher level of efficiency, experiment with unconventional approaches to everyday tasks. You will perform better if you visualize the specifics of the success-producing process in your mind. Are you ready to see if you have what it takes to break the world productivity record? Let's get started.
When you set specific goals for yourself, you are much more likely to achieve them. It's winter in 1971, and the author is serving in the Israeli military at the time of the story. He's having trouble finishing a 3,000-meter run in less than 12 minutes, which is required as part of basic training. Barilei is the slowest member of his team, and he always ends up at the back of the pack during practice. However, after receiving a threat of punishment from one of his superiors, his motivation quickly shifts. His attention is now focused on his new goal of keeping up with those in the lead of the group. When it comes time for the actual race, he completes it in less than 12 minutes, which meets the requirement of the competition.
Having set an explicit goal, the author was able to accomplish something that he had previously believed was impossible for him to do. One of the most important reasons this works so well is that attempting to do your best does not provide you with anything concrete against which to measure your progress. When you clearly define your goal, you provide yourself with a benchmark against which to measure your progress. This makes it possible for you to track each step of your development to ensure that you reach your goal when you need to.
This is particularly effective for long-term objectives. As the saying goes, the best way to eat an elephant is one bite at a time, and the same is true for achieving your goals. Being specific with short-term goals that will lead up to achieving your long-term goals is a surefire way to ensure that you complete the tasks you set out to do in the first place. Trying out new ways of doing everyday tasks can be as simple as experimenting with different approaches. If you hear the word innovation, you're probably thinking of business rather than sports. However, it does have a place in competitive events such as sports. The history of its application in athletics can teach us a lot about how to apply it in other areas as well, such as business.
Another athlete was making history in the Olympics just 3 years before the author's own experience with specific goals. Richard Douglas Fosbury was a high jumper who became well known for his unconventional technique, which helped him win a gold medal at the 1936 Olympics. Before the Fosbury flop, as it is now known, high jumpers would leap forward in the sport, rather than backward as it is now. All of his colleagues were skeptical of his new approach at the beginning, but they were all pleasantly surprised when it proved to be so effective and widespread.
What we can take away from this experience is the importance of looking for solutions to problems that seem counterintuitive. To make use of this tool as efficiently as possible, follow this 4-step pattern. Recognize the nature of your problem. Find a novel approach to the problem. Make the idea better by repeatedly practicing it. Share your innovation with the world. Fosbury's problem that led to his uncanny solution was that he struggled with a common frontward straddle roll that high jumpers used to use. After trying different ways of doing the jump that worked for him, he discovered his unexpected solution by jumping over the bar backward.
Experimentation and practice throughout his time in high school helped the young man refine his process to get it just right. and then when the time came for him to participate in the Olympics, he got to share it with the world. Visualization is a powerful technique that can help you achieve results that are almost identical to those obtained through actual practice. As a child, you may have gotten in trouble for daydreaming in class. However, today, having a vivid imagination is an essential skill for success in any field. It can distinguish between the best athletes and the best employees at their places of employment.
The results of studies have shown that every time you visualize yourself practicing, you will progress almost as much as if you were performing the actions. The ability to think creatively is essential in this situation. The more vividly you visualize yourself going through the motions, the greater the impact it will have on your abilities and performance. To put it another way, if you do it correctly, simply sitting and thinking can have a significant impact on your overall performance. First, determine what you want to achieve and then set a specific goal for yourself. After that, take some time to reflect on the process. The more sensory components you can incorporate into your imagination, the better. Imagine the emotions you'll be experiencing, what you'll be wearing, the sounds and smells you'll be experiencing, and more. Prepare by running through your performance in real time, paying attention to every detail. Make certain that your visualization produces the positive outcome you desire, but put your full attention on the steps necessary to get there. Pete Maravich, a professional basketball player in the National Basketball Association, is an excellent example of how to concentrate on the process rather than the outcome. He would shoot three-pointers and then look away as soon as the ball was released. Even though it was perplexing to his coaches, Maravich was confident in his ability to put the ball on the hoop on every occasion. Thank you so much for watching this episode. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more amazing videos. Feel free to share your thoughts by commenting below.